If you're anything like me, you genuinely care and love your congregation and you want to see them thriving as disciples of Jesus, as you help them be formed in their spiritual life. My name is Cris Rogers and I lead a church over here in East London. And a number of years ago, we realised there was a disconnect between what we were teaching our congregation and then what they were living out. And we developed something called the discipleship assessment tool as a simple tool to help an individual, but also as a church, explore, are we actually living out all areas of our lives in such a way that's influenced by Jesus? The great thing about the discipleship assessment tool is it's cross-tradition. The language is so carefully picked that anybody can use this. It's not for one particular church group. And I'd love to invite you to a webinar at the end of June. And at that webinar, we'll explore making disciples, the discipleship assessment tool, how you would run it as a church, but then the impact it can have on your church as you start to recognize what areas are not connecting in the life of your congregation. From that, we're able to put together a discipleship action plan, a step-by-step program of how we might get our congregation from one place to another. And that's not because we are failing. It's because actually we really want to see our congregations thriving in their spiritual formation as they live out their whole lives for Jesus. And then from that discipleship action plan, we can then start thinking about what is it going to look like for us to form our congregation in such a way they live out their lives. So I'd love to invite you to come to our webinar at the end of June. We'll explore making disciples, the assessment tool, the discipleship action plan, and the environment needed to see our congregations thriving in their life with Jesus. So get yourself booked in at the end of June, and I would love to see you there as we explore making disciples.